And welcome back to Public Affairs on Peach. We're celebrating the 20th anniversary of Whole World Improv Theater. Joining me now, Ship Powell, Eric Goins from the theater. Thanks, guys, for being on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
What do you do?
Well, we do improv, comedy.
Really?
Yes, believe it or not. Eric and I run the business of improv. We hire, we train, we teach, we do it all. We do everything down to each and every show.
Are you guys also on the stage?
We are.
Yeah.
We are. We actually both perform regularly. We MC, and we also perform as the improvisers.
So you're like one-man band. You have to be a one-man band. I
Yeah.
assume, at least, right?
Well, you start that way, but when you come together, it's all about the team. You know,
Cool.
you got to be there for all your partners and to deliver a really good show. And that's kind of one of the things that makes us work for 20 years is because we had this ant-like colony kind of mindset that we all kind of feed off of each other, and we know each other's strengths pretty well.
Now, how long have you guys been with the theater?
This will be my 20th year.
Really?
And I've been there 16 years.
Okay, so you guys are not new kids on the block.
Thanks
You've
for
been
pointing
around.
that out.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate that.
You've been around a while.
A little bit.
Very good, but that's the kind of people you want to see when you come to the theater, right?
yeah.
They know what
Yeah.
they're doing. I would assume you know what you're doing, right? You just make it up as you go.
On good days, we do know what we're doing.
Yes.
On bad days, we don't know what we're doing, but we're still committed.
Yeah, very much, 100%.
So, you know, if there's an aspiring actor or actress out there and they're looking to get into acting, getting on stage, what do you recommend they do? I mean, what advice do you have?
I think the first thing they can do is come see a show and see what the excitement and the energy is all about. And because that's how I got started. I just came to a show, and I recognized that everybody on stage was having a really good time, and I wanted to be a part of that fun. And come see a show. Go to multiple places and check out improv and get grounded in what it is, and then take a class, take a workshop, do something. The first step is always the most difficult for people, but they always look back and say it was the best decision they made.
Yeah, and Eric, you were talking about when you come and see a show, you're going to be involved, right? Even in the audience a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we pull all of the suggestions for all the scenes come from the audience. We ask different kind of questions, and then we also ask them to supply different lists for different games that we use. So when I started many years ago, we were just doing workshops at the time. We hadn't really formed the theater, so I was able to work with everybody in the beginning, and the workshops were so exciting and so fun that when the show started to naturally build out of it, it was just this process of having a group of people that kept working together and having a good time, and that's what we created the show from, and our audiences had just as much fun as we did performing it.
And doing this, what a fun way to give back to the community, like we talked about, giving to the Boys and Girls Club.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what a great way to do this. Everybody's enjoying themselves. You guys are doing your passion. What is the key to improv? Is it quit wit, like being just sharp on your toes?
Being yourself. It's just understanding that your authentic you is good enough at all times, and that what you present on a regular basis is what people are coming to see. And so you don't have to pretend to be something you're not, or try to be something. If you just relax in who you are and be authentic, it's where the mastery is, and it's the hardest thing to kind of
It really
try
is.
to get to.
I mean, because you're so quick on your toes when somebody throws out a scenario, because I've been to the show.
Well, it's really, the quick on the toes part is really listening. I mean, it's really, we're just really listening to each other, and that's one of the reasons that a lot of corporate companies come to us to do workshops, because we're teaching skills that you can use in every day. It's taking that moment to, pinpoint and listen to find the right thing to respond to.
Is there a perfect audience?
I think there's always perfect moments of an audience because the suggestions come out, but we have a lot of fun on the weekends, so we get different groups here and there. But
What's great is that every audience is unique, and so that's what makes our show relevant to what's going on, like just that afternoon.
Right, makes it fresh, and you probably feed off of it a little bit as well. And so when are the shows? Let's tell our viewers when they can come see you guys too. When is it?
Tuesday night we have our improv lab. We invite other groups from around the city that might not have a home to come in and perform with our Unusual Suspects group that's in-house. And then Thursday night is ladies' night, so ladies get there between 7 and 7:30. They're in for free. Guys got to pay, but there's ladies there.
Or wear makeup. Wear
and
makeup.
that's our improv studies group that Eric heads up, as well as our Unusual Suspects. Friday night we have our 9 o'clock regular show. And Saturday at 8, we have that classic Whole World show, followed by our Wheel of Improv at 10:30. It's our late show on Saturday.
This is just great. And you guys continue to do this. Do you enjoy, of course you like to perform, but do you enjoy giving back too?
Absolutely. There is nothing better than changing someone's lives by bringing comedy or laughter or just showing them something that they may have thought they couldn't do or may have never thought to try. And when they do, it's very rewarding and it's empowering for people of all ages, from kids to adults. And it's a good feeling to be able to give that gift.
Chip, Eric, thank you for being on the show. Great stuff. We'll come
Betcha.
see you at the theater very soon. And when we come back, we are putting these guys right here to the test. A live performance is coming up. You don't want to miss it right here. Public Affairs on Peach.